everybody. I know it's been a hot minute since you've seen me in front of a camera. Actually, I'll be honest, it's been a little foreign for me holding this up again. But I can tell you right now, it's good to be back. I took a little bit of a stint with no recordings. That's how cold it got up here in New England. Working at a little tent, there wasn't much heat nor insulation, and with the moisture and all like that, it was next to near impossible to actually be able to record anything in there. Half the equipment wouldn't work. My recording equipment wouldn't record because it got so cold, and it didn't make for any good, reliable content. I'd get a couple things filmed, and either like something would glitch out, something would record sound and audio, and I just couldn't film anything. So luckily, the shop is open today. So I got a good friend of mine that's going to be coming by to help me get the frame pulled out of the tent into the shop, where it's going to be nice and heated and insulated, and we can get started on that. So I finally was able to get in the frame replacement for my Jeep for the back piece. So I don't have to build one. I was able to buy one, and it finally came in. So that'll be getting welded on today. Once that gets welded on, maybe we'll go ahead and see how we can get the body out from that little corner. If we can get that body out, I can put it on the 2-post lift. Start to go ahead and get it squared up. That way we can finish the floor supports, then get those rock sliders on. Once the rock sliders go on, body goes back on frame, and everything gets reassembled. Why don't we get headed on over to the shop right now and get the heat turned on, and I'll catch back up with you when we get there. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is get some of these benches cleaned up because, need some room to work. But right there, that guy right there, that's gonna make this whole frame complete. So we're gonna go ahead and get this floor cleaned up and get to work. So now I got some bench space over there to use. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the part that I actually got. All right, so I go through this company. It's called Rustbusters Frameworks. Now, I love this company. Everything they send over actually comes raw, so you don't have to worry about having to go through a weldable primer or anything like that. They actually have a full catalog right here, and the whole catalog has every single frame piece you could buy for every year Wrangler. Perfect example for YJs and stuff like that. You can buy pretty much every piece of it besides this piece right here and where the shock towers are. But I mean, you could probably manufacture that yourself. But they basically, I've purchased this piece, that piece, and now I just bought this piece from them. I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of the box so I can show you easier. I'm trying to do this with one hand actually. Okay, let's get rid of the box now. And 1, 2, 3. Good enough. All right. And as you can kind of see, it already comes with the holes you're going to need. So you got your bolt holes out here, your inner bolt holes here, kind of hidden in saran wrap, and you got your body mounts right here. So you probably saw that on the other ones. I made my own body mounts, or actually I made body mounts on every piece, but the back ones, because I was gonna have to make new ones. Now I don't have to worry about doing that. As long as from this edge to this edge over here, it's squared up side to side, we're not gonna have any problems. And actually, if you roll it over, it's already got the carriage bolts for the gas tank in here. So like I said, it's basically a one and done. You weld it in, and it just repairs that whole frame piece. So I definitely recommend, if you're working on your YJ, or like I said, they have XJ stuff, they have LJ, they have TJ, they got YJ, they even got some CJ stuff, and that sometimes is hard to find itself. But I'm pretty sure that goes all the way up to, let's see, LJ, XJ, yep, you even have JK stuff. And I mean, you pretty much can get a lot of the pieces for that too. Like I said, if you're gonna go ahead and get a frame piece, definitely recommend Rustbusters, because they've shipped every piece out that I've already said, and I can show you a little bit more when we get the frame in here. And I'm telling you what, their pieces, I will stand by them. They are beautiful quality and they fit every single time. All right, we got our buddy here. He's gonna go ahead and help us. Got the chain. I'm gonna tow this thing in from out back, and we'll get back to you when we do get this thing in the driveway. Make sure you don't lose all of our heat today, because
it's gonna be gone.
It's a little chilly outside, so let's get the sucker inside. Got the frame inside. I can go ahead and get this piece lined up over here and hopefully buzz it on real quick.
Just another day here at the shop. Things are getting pretty spicy here. Gotta have the essentials. Water. Gotta have the tunes, the jams, you know. Oops, don't tell Cam. Gotta have the wipes. Gotta have the wipes. Anyway, though, making some leeway here. He's only been working on this, I think, for the past 15 years. You think he'd be done by now? Oh, there he is. Went out for a smoke break.
This thing ain't never going to be done at this rate.
All right, Carl, well, let's get some work done here.
So I messed up a little bit. Originally, I didn't think I was buying one of these. So I ended up welding on a little piece right here. You can see the weld marks. These actually factory can come around the other side. You can see it better. You see there's actually a flat. You can see this flat is right here. Normally that's where the factory material comes. I went ahead and welded this piece on. Now what I have to do is I'm going to go ahead and grind on these welds a little bit. And this is the actual piece that's going to slot in there. Other than that, everything seems to fit well. So I'll get this cut off real quick and go from there. What are you looking at? Oh.
I wasn't on top, I was on the inside.
Yeah, so am I. So how far am I off though?
It's the beginning that needs to go down. The tip of it.
Is it just like...
See what I mean? The tip.
Alright, let's see.
There, you're getting going, see?
You mean? Call that a press fit.
Okay.
All right, so this fits on perfectly. So I'll weld this in a sec. This stud broke off on me actually when I was trying to take this shock off. So I bought one of these too. You can get these from Rust Busters as well, new shock mount. So I figured, you know, kill two birds with one stone. I'll have to cut off all these booger welds from whoever the hell, you know, did all this and replace it with this unit, which is going to be a lot more solid. And I think afterwards I'll probably end up making a piece, take a cardboard template, I can fully box it in, you know, make it a little more structurally sound. So for now, I'll cut this off, and then when this is ready to weld, I'll weld that one on, and the frame should be good at that point. Fingers crossed. Now I'm alone in the shop. Darren took off to go get some lunch. I'm gonna keep on here. So I got this cut on this side. I got this cut on this side. Excuse the camera. So this is all cut. You can kind of see how rusty this damn thing is. I'm gonna try to flatten that back out because I'm taking a pry bar in here to bend this and peel it over. But I got one tack right there I gotta hit. And then I got another one right there. And then I gotta go all the way around. So I'm gonna have to get this shock off. But for now, I'm gonna get back to grinding this and see if I can't get this off before he gets back. All right, so got that piece cut off over here. Actually, while I was doing that, I actually realized that there's a hole in it. So now I have to repair this whole piece. But I got very lucky. So in our storage, we actually had a box. Now, the box had replacement frame piece. The frame piece that I found is, for the hanger forward. So it actually would sit right here and go back. So what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna cut the frame out where that is, probably do like all the way to the top and most of the way down, because knowing how this thing probably rusted, it probably rusted, 3 inches that way, 3 inches down, and both ways, just to be safe. So I'll cut all that out, and when I have that size out, I'll then go ahead and I'll cut this out, and that'll guarantee brand new clean stock right inside of that. And then I'm gonna have to scavenge some more of this, because you probably noticed there's a hole there and a hole there. So I have to take that one and this one and cut 2 pieces out of that. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna measure out a square over there, probably a 3x3 and 3x3 down, and cut that out, and then get cutting on this. If you can excuse the air compressor going on in the background, I got that piece cut out. You can see it's, cut pretty square. I'm gonna go ahead and take the hard disk and square that up. But as you also can notice, I tried to take my fuel filter holder off, and you can see how well that went. Oh, there you go, thank you. So now I'm gonna have to re-drill and tap those two bolt holes in the frame, or just put 2 new ones in there. Now I can hold my fuel filter in, or maybe I can figure out a different way of doing that. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna square these up, clean them up, make them look nice, and go ahead and make myself a template, and then I can cut the new piece out of this guy. So sorry I didn't get a chance to really film this. I kind of got in my own head and started going. So like I was saying before, I ended up cutting this piece out here out of this frame. I got a piece that I can weld in. I'll bring it, a little closer and flush it to here and here, a little tin knocking. But I should be able to clean that up. I don't know about there. I might have to fill that with a weld or something like that. But it'll do exactly what I need to do. So then I take this guy, mount this right onto that, have a clean plate to weld on right there, right on top of that bead. Actually, well, nothing I can really do about that now, but get some clean welds around that. I'll measure from there to there, line it up with that one. So I can go ahead and next one, I'll get all this welded in. So this is all weld prep today. So next time, or next video, I'll go ahead and weld that solid, I'll weld that in, and I'll weld this in. But I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching. That I know that, I've been kind of, not making anything, but with working outside, with how cold it's been kind of hard. But that's all changing now. We got some heat inside the shop now, bought oil for our furnace, and this thing should be ready pretty soon, especially, getting help from my buddy. So like I said, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to let your friends know that, this is the best place to find YJ content on YouTube. And I'll see you guys in the next one.